honest, are you becoming quite frustrated with the Amazon product research process? Maybe you haven't started yet, but you just want to make sure you're doing it properly because your time's valuable. I get it. Now, if you are in that spot, great, welcome, because in this video, in 9 minutes, I'm going to give you the only process you need when it comes to finding Amazon products. I'm not only going to show you how to find the ideas, I'm going to actually show you what to do with them. Because anyone can show you how to do it in terms of use Helium 10 like this, use this tool like this, but then you need to be told what to do with it. And that's exactly what I'm going to tell you in this video. So watch it all the way to the end and you'll get the rewards, I can guarantee that. Straight away, we're going to go into the method. Now, you know I don't waste your time on this channel. So at this point, I've got all of the filters ready. We're using black box, we're using the keywords tab. And if you aren't using this tool and you want to use it, consider using my affiliate link. If you find any value in this video whatsoever, I'd really appreciate the support. And it helps me continue to make free videos like this to teach you guys what I know. In a moment, I'm going to ask you to pause the video so that you can see the different filters we are using for this keywords tab. So if you pause the video now, and that's all you need to know. So have a look through those filters, study them, understand them. To give you a brief overview, we're looking for keywords, not products, keywords on Amazon that are returning a minimum of $10,000 a month, but they need to fit into this certain criteria because we don't want these ideas to be too competitive. If we scroll down, we've got loads of ideas here. We've got a broccoli sprouts growing kit. Now that could actually be very interesting, maybe a bit more complicated, but we've got loads of ideas here. Now, the one I found for you is the most boring product idea that you can see on this list. It's the under sink mats for the bottom of a kitchen sink, okay? I love ideas like this because they're boring. They're so boring, they're so unsexy, and this is what I want to do for you on this channel. I want to give you the ideas that you're going to be embarrassed telling people about. I want you to be sitting at a dinner party, people ask, what is it that you do? And you just don't want to tell them because the products you sell are so boring, so unsexy. That's a huge tick. A lot of the most successful sellers on the Amazon platform sell boring products, okay? We're not trying to reinvent the wheel. We aren't trying to do anything world-changing. We just want to learn how to sell products. And that's what this is all about. You can build really interesting brands around the most boring products. Let's dive into the idea because, look, I've given you it here. This mat, pretty boring. And let's go onto Amazon and just have a look to see what we've got. So we're looking in the US because I think it's a brilliant market. Even if you're based in the UK or in Europe, as long as your country's allowed, you can very easily sell over in the US. Look at these products. They look to be round about the same size. They're about 34 by 22 inches, so that's all fine, but they're all selling well and they don't have very many reviews. So that's going to mean if we come in as a new listing, if we're branded up in the right way, it's not going to take us much to move the needle and get onto page one. You get traffic on your listings, people are clicking. If it's good enough, you're going to make sales. And you're very quickly going to start to build the sales snowball and you'll be sharing those screenshots online. Say, look how much I've sold in the last 30 days. It's these products. It's not complicated. It just takes a little bit of work. So look, we're ticking a lot of boxes here. We've had a look at this market. We're almost at $1.4 million a month. Lowish average reviews for a market this size. That's not too bad. And yeah, the products are boring. Anyone can give you these ideas. You now need to know what to do with this, okay? That is the important part. So you're looking at this, you're thinking, Nick, these products are all the same. How on earth would I convince someone to buy mine over them? Well, we are using ChatGPT. I won't bang on about ChatGPT too much because I use it a lot and I talk to you guys about it a lot, but these are the prompts I want you to think about. Now, two things with ChatGPT. When you start a chat, the more you talk to it, the smarter it becomes, okay? So your answers are going to get better. So don't just plug in different prompts. I'm going to give you some to use. Don't just plug them in, take the answers and just go with it. Dig in, start thinking. So look, I'm telling ChatGPT, I want to sell these under sink mats on Amazon in the US. What two things could I do to make my product stand out? Straight away, they came back to me and said, optimize your listing, do something with the reviews. That's great, but I can't do anything with that information. I already know that. So I've gone back to them and said, give me another 2 ideas, but on the product differentiation, I pronounce that right, side of things, okay? Now, they've come back and said, number 1, offer a feature, a unique feature or design. So consider adding a unique feature or design to your under sink mat. Now, this is really interesting. They're telling us here you can make the mat thicker, more durable, or made from a special material that provides additional benefits. Now, if we're selling these mats, we're probably not going to be coming up with special materials because if all of these are silicone, they're probably silicone for a reason. But what we could do is make them thicker. And we could come up with quite a clever design. We could maybe even use, we'd have to get creative here, but we could use, drips all over the design to signify the water that might drip down from under the sink. We could use plumbing pipes. We could use something really tough looking, okay? Whatever design it is, it would just make our listing different. So when I'm talking about the design, think of the mat at the bottom of the sink. What does it look like? You can create a custom pattern on the bottom to make your idea different. ChatGPT have just given us this idea. They've given us another winning idea. So consider bundling your under-sink mat with a complementary product. Now, I love bundling. Have they given us something useful? So, such as a sink organizer? Yeah, probably, but maybe not. A matching dish drainer? Okay, a matching dish drainer is actually quite clever because let's say we are branding up our under-sink mat in a particular way. We're going for something strong like a gorilla or, something like that. We can take whichever design, whichever market we're trying to appeal to, and obviously copy the same for our sink mat. And if people are saying, oh, look, for like an extra $1 or $2, I also get a sink draining mat, you're starting to add value. So look, ask ChatGPT to give you specific ideas on the product differentiation side of things. Now, another prompt, and this will be the last prompt I give you, but we can go so many different ways with this, is give me another 2 ideas, but on the brand differentiation side of things. What we can do now with ChatGPT is start delving into what does this market want? We want to sell this mat. How can we make sure ours is different? They're giving us generic advice here. They're saying a strong brand identity, build a strong brand story. So if we want to bring out a very tough and strong mat to be different, how could we appeal to that, to the audience most interested in this type of product with our brand? Okay, so you had to feed back information. This ChatGPT is brilliant, but it's not going to do everything for you. You need to think, you need to use your brain. Okay, so they've come back and given us some quite generic advice about descriptive language. It's all useful stuff we can use, but we want to actually understand how to brand this product up. Okay, so I've had to prompt it a bit further. We're at the 9-minute mark, so I'm just going to tell you what I went back with. So I've asked for some descriptive information about, look, how can we appeal to these people? They've come back and given me some information here on, look, unbreakable performance. I quite like that, the ultimate solution. But then I said, look, give me ideas for my brand name. And they've come back with some really interesting ones. So look, you got Fortress Mat, Unbreakable Sink, Bulletproof Sink, Heavy Guard, Super Duramat, Pro Shield, low tier. Now, we can't guarantee that these are free to trademark, but what we could do is take these names and say, okay, now mix these names in with a very strong animal so that we have something very recognizable with our brand. I could spend ages doing this, but I think you guys have got it. You've got the idea, and hopefully you found this useful. If you've got any questions, let me know in the comments. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe, turn on the notifications bell, because useful videos like this drop every single week. There's going to be another one coming for you guys very soon.